Hey guys, so today was actually my largest losing day. I basically had a really long and big winning streak so far, but today was really difficult. I finally, or not finally, but I once again basically broke my own rules since a really long time, I have to admit. So um, really important day to me. Um, Before I go into basically what I did wrong today, I want to, as always, make a quick recap of today's trading conditions. So basically, as you can see today, we have Monday, and overall we have tomorrow high impact news, and we should have actually just avoided to trade today completely because we have just high impact news tomorrow. Still, actually, the day was delivering quite clean, so that was actually quite unexpected. So therefore, I took a trade, but I will show you in a minute. So first, our daily conditions, basically trading lower aggressively since Friday, and we are still looking for lower prices now. Um, let's drop to a 50-minute chart and also look at the sessions. So what you can see right here is basically that we traded higher with Asia and also with London and also with New York Open Kill Zone, and then with the 9:30 opening we just sold off heavily. That's actually quite typical for days after which follow after really strong trending days, because we're just slowly trading back into the range of the sell-off which basically occurred on Friday, and then with the 9:30 opening we just sold off and scrapped daily sell liquidity and also the liquidity right here, and obviously also all the session liquidity. So really bearish conditions. And before we drop lower on the 1 minute chart, I want to show you regular trading hours. So that was today. We opened right here, or we closed right here and opened right here. So 192 handles. We are in trending conditions. We want to see NQ actually only trade back to the upper quadrant or consequent encroachment if we are in trending conditions, and then we want to see NQ follow the trend, which is in that case higher. But in that case, we have to really be more relying on the higher time frame trend. So we really have to keep that in mind. So therefore, it is wrong to anticipate that we will take any valid long opportunities in here. So that's definitely not the case. We have to be really careful if we want to take longs. So therefore, just to keep that basically in mind. And let's now basically go back to NQ in a 1 minute chart, and I want to show you basically my trades, what was my thinking process, and basically also where my big mistakes happened today. So actually, I did not trade it until the London close macro, just because we were already oversold, as you can see right here. And I was not, I did not wanted to participate in anything in here basically. And I really like the London close macro on trending days because most of the time it's really clean. So for example, on Friday we also had a really clean delivery within the London close macro. And also right here we had a S&T with VS. We scrapped buy sell liquidity, and we also created a balanced price range after we displaced below the inversion or the bullish fair gap right here. So that became a balanced price range. And therefore I shorted right here because we have everything in line we need for my setup. The only thing basically which was, I think, basically responsible for the whole difficult trading conditions is the fact that we did not had a higher time frame liquidity draw. So because we already scrapped daily sales liquidity, the objective for today was already met, and the low right here was in. So basically with that in mind, every trade I took today was really not the best approach, because there's nothing really left we have to target. So we only can target like intraday liquidity, but because we have a strong trend to the downside, trading higher setups is difficult, and right here we cannot deliver lower because the low is already in, because we swapped daily sales liquidity, traded into a higher time frame period array, and from there we will just enter seek and destroy conditions. But yeah, if we did not had basically swapped already our daily sales liquidity, or if the basically retracement of the long and close macro would have been more aggressive and we have more room to expand lower, this could have been still a valid short opportunity. Still, we also created a SMT right here. So in that case, we had a bullish SMT. And therefore, I knew, okay, basically, if we cannot deliver lower, then we will probably retrace with the long and close macro a bit deeper. For example, to the consequent encroachment right here, to the midnight opening price. And if we can form a market maker buy model in here, then we will also trade back to the upper quadrant of the price range, and that would have been basically perfect. So I entered right here, and that was yeah, the worst entry, I have to admit. So really rushed in that case. Just was because I wanted to see basically the 5-minute candle close above consequent encroachment, and also in that case we did that right here with the candle right here, but then I was so I entered too rushed. I have to be more patient, and I got stopped right here. So that could have been actually avoided if I would be more patient. Still, I knew yeah, we would deliver higher, re-entered right here and took my first partial right here. Was aiming for the upper quadrant because I thought we were actually in a market maker buy model, which is basically a retracement, but we rejected off the midnight opening price, and also more importantly, if you take a look on regular trading hours, we also rejected the lower quadrant of the new opening range gap. So because I've delayed data, I cannot see it in real time. So it would have been way easier if I just would have real-time data, and I could basically see in real time if we are trading to the level and respecting it or not. So sometimes I just have to guess if the level is approximately right there. But yeah, in that case, I got stopped right here, and until now, I'm basically down $40. So actually, just a really, yeah, I mitigated basically my losses, my previous 2 losses, and that would have been the perfect way to exit the day, because it is already a really difficult trading day. Basically, a trading day you should not even trade, because we have no higher time frame objective, and we also have the worst conditions on the news calendar basically. But yeah, today I did not really follow my rules, so I should have closed my charts right here. I just have to admit that so I was too convinced that I basically know how NQ will deliver, or I don't really know, but I shorted right here. And actually the trade right here is not even that bad if we would have a objective still in play. Why? Because the long close macro did the damage on the buy side. Therefore, we always expect that lunge and also the lunge macro will deliver with the trend lower. But because the low is already in after sweeping the daily sales and liquidity and after trading into the higher time frame PDA array, we cannot basically trend lower from here. So also like within lunge, we are now entering seek and destroy the conditions, and all the trades which I took right here should have been completely avoided. So I just overtraded in here because I really was convinced that we would displace lower. We actually did also reach our first target, the higher time frame gap, but still that's not really a trade you want to take. So definitely the worst approach in here. Yeah, still I think that's like one of the most difficult things in trading. So if you really trade align with time and with your setup, so with for example a PD array, which is really clean, especially, for example, in that case, the smart money reversal we have right here within our long and close macro, and we create a balanced price range. That's basically a plus setup. But if the higher time frame objective is already met, we cannot deliver lower. So yeah, everything has to be aligned in order to basically trade, and that's the real truth we have to accept. And it would have been or what I basically also like learn from today is definitely the fact that I still have to learn a lot about being more disciplined with accepting losing. So I do think there are rules how you basically can never lose, because today should have been not a trading day. So that's just as simple as you can say it, but you basically will never really trade in perfect conditions. So because we're human, we tend to rely on emotions, and therefore we sometimes trade where we should not have traded. Therefore we have to accept that we will lose eventually, and we also will have a losing day, and that's the truth. I really have basically to learn the hard way, but I also think that there is basically risk management, which is like the most important thing apart from your strategy, that you know when not to trade anymore. So basically, I think for me it will basically be now that I will not trade after taking I think 3 trades a day. So I can trade or take 3 trades and then I have to get off the charts, or if I lose $150. So today I lost $300 and that's basically way too much. So that's what I make basically in the weeks. So I can show you my Notion template. So basically that's the last week. So really good trading weeks, I have to admit. So from here only had really big winning weeks, and yeah, I made around 300 to 400 US dollars, and now today I lost already on one day $300. So yeah, that's basically what I have to really keep on improving. So yeah, I think that's basically it. And yeah, so my approach for the week is basically that I try to mitigate today's loss. I will try to really risk off and only take quality trades now, or basically for the rest of the week. And I try not to basically yeah, have a even larger losing week. So yeah, we will have to see. I'm a bit disappointed, I have to admit. So that's basically I kind of expected something because I was trading so well lately that there has to be something. So it's so often in trading when everything seems to basically get aligned, that you now basically see through it and you know how to trade, that then you will have a yeah, step back. But yeah, we will get through it as we always did before. We keep on improving. We will journal. We will definitely try out basically yet now some new rules that I won't trade basically after losing $150 or after I took 3 trades, something like that. I'm not sure how I will make it, but yeah, that's basically it, and see you soon.